Hola a todos, soy Tomás. Vamos a aprender español. All right, everybody, it's Thomas here, and thanks everybody for coming to hang out with me while we're working on some Spanish today. This is one of the exciting things about doing live streams is you never know what's going to happen. I'm getting started a few minutes late because I'm still waiting for my special guest to join, and I saw some people waiting on, so I thought I would just jump on and get started. All right, so my guest today is my niece. I found out that she has a new interest in languages and is learning Spanish as well. So I thought it'd be fun to hang out and cover that a little bit. This is the Esperanto Variety Show, and learning Spanish as well. So I thought it'd be fun to hang out. Oh, and I got to remember, I got to mute myself. This is the Esperanto Variety Show. Hang on one second. This is the problem. Let me go over here to the. Here we go. And I'm going to mute this. There we go. Now I can listen to you guys and that sort of thing. All right. So this is the Esperanto Variety Show where we have new videos every Thursday. And going into 2019, we have additional tips and information on learning other languages. We're generally about videos in Esperanto or about Esperanto. But my New Year's resolution for 2019 was to learn Spanish. So I've been working on that and have a playlist of videos out there about my decision to learn Spanish and also some practice with the live stream. We did this the other day with the Esperanto live stream. We had a guest on the stream and it worked out pretty well. So we're going to try that again today. Hopefully my guest will be along in a bit.
Hello.
Oh, Jeanette, welcome.
Hi.
Thanks for coming on the live stream here.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
All right. So this is one of the things I was looking at one of my recent live streams here. I spent so much time talking in the beginning, we didn't get into the Duolingo. So I'm going to suggest we jump right in here.
Sounds great.
And work on some exercises. I saw we had a few people hanging out. I don't know if you want to bring up the chat and keep an eye on it in case anybody says anything that I'm not seeing.
Okay, sure.
But oh, by the way, those of you who are joining Esperanto, joining us for the first time, have not subscribed. We have information in Esperanto and about Esperanto, like I said, and also information on learning other languages, something new in 2019. So I'm going to, I always say, subscribe and ring the bell. So I'm going to subscribe to Alex Miller here. Alex, I have not subscribed to your channel yet. So I'm now subscribed to Alex, and then I'm also going to ring the bell. That way, if he ever goes live or does anything along those lines, I will get notified of that. So if you want to subscribe to Alex, that's great. Otherwise, let's get into some Duolingo. All right. So Jeanette, how are you today? ¿Cómo? Ah, yes. Tenemos que hablar español. It's actually kind of funny because I speak so little Spanish. I do some Duolingo out there, and so this is like it's a little scary for me to actually try to have a real conversation.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, any objections to working on recreation?
That sounds good to me.
All right. So we've got. I always tell people if you're working on Duolingo. On the web version and sometimes on the mobile version, there's the light bulb that has the tips and notes in it. It's always good to look at the tips and notes. I think I actually looked at these in the previous live stream. This is looking very familiar. So I tell you what, since you're actually taking a Spanish class from a teacher who knows what he or she is doing, I'm going to ask you if I get stuck. How about that?
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go. And I'm going to test out on this level here, jump to level 3. Estos pantalones no son para ella. So one thing is that the people watching won't be able to hear the sound. I haven't worked out how to get the sound to come through without hearing my own voice coming through the microphone. Estos pantalones no son para ella. What does that mean?
So it would be these pants are not for her.
Not for her. So yeah, if I say those and it says these, I better fix that. These. Estos. Estos pantalones no son para ella. Uh-oh. What did I do wrong? Oh, I wrote not twice. Aquellas faldas son para mi esposa. Those faldas, skirts, right?
Uh-huh.
Those skirts are not for my wife.
They are for my wife.
Oh, man. Good thing somebody's paying attention. Aquellas faldas son para mi esposa.
Sí.
Sí, bueno. All right. So I think it's always a good idea. El niño quiere jugar con la pelota. It's always a good idea when using Duolingo to practice saying the sounds out loud, the sentences out loud. It's very tempting to sit there and just listen and type and tap and all that sort of thing. But ultimately, when we're speaking, that's how we actually learn and use language.
Yeah, it helps with getting down the accent too.
Mm-hmm.
It's important for learning the accent as well.
All right. Whoops. You said, okay, this is funny. I'm trying to type and listen at the same time. That's a bad thing to do. I wrote, the boy wants to speak with the ball, which is not the right answer. Él quiere jugar con la pelota. Want to play with the ball. So I'm curious. I know this is kind of funny. So Jeanette is my niece, and I found out that you had a new interest in language. Is that fair to say?
Yes.
So we got talking a little bit in email, and I thought it would be fun to have you on the live stream. But we have not actually talked a lot about what we're going to do in the live stream, and there's lots more that I'm actually very curious about. So have you? I'm assuming you've taken Spanish like in high school. Is that true?
Yes, that's true. I took it for 4 years in high school.
All right. All right, and so now you're back taking another Spanish course.
Yeah, I took it in high school really just for the credits.
Yeah.
So I didn't do anything in college, but now I'm back to it, and I'd like to become fluent in it.
All right. All right. So what is this? The sentence we're working on is disfrutamos una semana en la ciudad. What does that mean?
So we enjoy a week in the city.
Enjoy a week in the city. Disfrutamos. I was going to say we are enjoying. Is that? But I'm assuming, can it be both? Do you know?
I think so. To be more clear, if it's like presently we are enjoying.
Yep.
It would be like estamos disfrutar.
All right. All right. All right. So let me swing over here to the. Let me see. I got a few more things open than I need to, so let me close some windows here. By the way, I don't know if you were able to get on the call in time to see the thumbnail that I made for our.
Oh yeah.
There it is.
Awesome.
Yeah, when we do live streams this way, it doesn't let you put the thumbnail up ahead of time. So, but anyway. And then, yeah, I was out looking for some pictures. Anyway, and let me see who's watching. I actually heard from your brother this morning.
Did you?
And he said if he's not on a call, he's going to be watching along. So no pressure. All right. Oh yeah, we got some of our regulars on here. All right, guys. 9 watching. All right, thanks guys for watching. And if you have any questions, by the way, if you guys watching along want to bring up Duolingo on your own device, that might be a good thing to do. If you're watching the replay, sometimes things can move a little better if you watch it at like 1.25 speed. The app has the notes as well. App has the notes as well. Actually, I have a question about that, CJ. Do you know whether it's on both the Android and on the Apple smartphones? And then the other question is it for all languages? I saw a comment today. Somebody said it's only for the major languages. ¿De dónde está Jess? Ah, yes. Yeah, that's a good question. ¿De dónde está Jess? Jess, he's from South America, I recall. I don't. Colombia. All right, that we know. All right, so let's get back to the exercises here. No, I'm noting. Why don't you read that out loud for us?
Ella compra un regalo para nosotros.
Ah, bueno. Ella compra un regalo. She is buying a gift for us. Yeah, it's funny. There's all the sentences so far have been from Spanish, which is interesting. I don't know why that is, but that's what seems to be happening today. We had a discussion on the live stream last time that regalo in sounds like the Esperanto word for regali, which is to entertain. And somebody said, "What doesn't it mean shelf?" I'm like, "Well, in German, yes, it does mean shelf, and it means gift in Spanish. So there's a pun in there just waiting to for somebody clever to come up with a good. Oh, hey, speaking of which, I have a video that I put out yesterday reviewing a new book on learning Esperanto, and I showed it to my brother, and as he was watching it, he said to me, "Gee, I wonder if the book has that new book smell." And like 30 seconds later, me on the video, I said, "Oh, yeah, the book has the new book smell." It's kind of scary the way great minds think alike. All right. Oh, good. I get to tap on this one. Normally, my grandmother walks in the afternoons. Help me out here.
Normalmente,
Mhm.
mi abuela
Yeah, boy.
camina, let's see, en las tardes.
En las tardes. Excellent. Tus disfrutas este día bonito. I'm going to listen to that. I know the people. That's interesting. I know you guys on the stream can't hear it, but one thing that's always bothered me so far about the Duolingo is that I can't hear the difference between a question and a statement. I have to actually look at the question marks to know that it's supposed to be a question. But this one, I could actually hear it. So I don't know if they got a new recording or what's going on there. Are you enjoying? Oh, what did I do? Are you enjoying this beautiful day? Yay! All right. Why don't you help me out with this one? We always walk close to the river.
All right. Nosotros caminamos. Actually, I would say nosotros siempre.
That's what I'm thinking. The siempre needs to come first.
Sí, caminamos cerca del río.
Cerca del río. Nosotros siempre caminamos. I gotta get that, use that. Nosotros siempre caminamos cerca del río. Excellent. All right. Esta camisa es para él. This shirt is for her. Whoops. Ta-da. Oh, well, let's just blame the typo then. Aquellos zapatos son muy elegantes. All right. All right. Why don't you read that for me?
No tengo tiempo hoy.
No tengo tiempo hoy. I do not have time today. I'm enjoying a day at the beach. Now it's funny to me. The speaker here sounds like he's saying Joe, and I always feel like when I pronounce it that way, I can't. It has a special kind of a J sound that I can't duplicate.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get into different Spanish accents? Do you have any experience? Do you have any discussions with your teacher or anybody about different? Like, why is it Joe and not yo? Is that a regional thing? Do you know?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yo. Yeah.
En la playa. Is your teacher a native Spanish speaker?
She is.
All right.
I believe she's from Peru.
All right. All right. Would you read that for me?
Ella quiere pasar una tarde contigo.
All right. So she wants to spend a day with you. Ella quiere pasar una tarde. An afternoon. Yeah. There we go. My parents are walking on the beach. Oh, by the way, I just want to mention that. So I did, as I said, I did 3 of these live streams. I mean, 3 of these live streams, and I took a break. I had been doing them on Tuesday, and I took a break while I was looking for some people to be a guest. I thought that would make the live stream a little more interesting, having somebody else on there, a little more fun. And so we're doing it today on Friday. I have found a guest for the next one, and we've not yet decided on a day. So I don't know if we're going to do it next a week from tomorrow on Saturday. But I will mention that I mention this all the time now. If I go back to, I think I just hit the back arrow on this one. It'll bring it there. So back on the main page for Esperanto Variety Show is this community tab right here. That's right on the center of the main page for Esperanto Variety Show, and I've been putting well, there we are. I've been putting announcements out there. So if you guys want to know what's going on at Esperanto Variety Show, check out the community tab. The one complaint I have about it is I don't get notified when people comment. So if you comment, I'll try to come back and find it. But if I don't get back to you there, it's because I didn't see it. All right. Anyway, that's that. Let me see if there's anything fun going on in the. Oh, it looks like lots of stuff going on in the chat. Okay, so Ryan says, "Mi ne parolas la hispanan, sed mi lernas Esperanton." So actually, Jeanette, I was going to ask you this because you mentioned in one of your emails that after you get some of your other language learning goals out of the way, you're thinking about learning Esperanto.
Yeah.
So I thought I would say that on the live stream and put you on the spot, so the 9 people watching can keep you honest.
And keep me accountable.
Keep you accountable. There we go. Yep. Yeah. So again, this is the Esperanto Variety Show, and so I get people on the stream speaking Esperanto, and I'm certainly happy to read what they have to say. Although on Wednesdays we're going to have the live practice for Esperanto. So if you're looking to practice Esperanto, it'd be great to have you back for that. He says, I don't speak Spanish, but I'm learning Esperanto. So Ryan, welcome to the live stream. Looks like you guys, if I've missed anybody, just if there's anything that you wanted to say that I should be commenting on, let me know, everybody. Because it looks like a lot of this is you guys are just chatting with each other. CJ says that he was not able to find the tips on mobile for Esperanto. So it looks like it's just some of the major languages. But in any event, it's always good to use the tips on Duolingo. I see a lot of questions in the Esperanto forum that people would have the answers for if they knew the tips, if they knew that they could be checking the tips. Nosotros caminamos siempre cerca del río. Yeah, that's easy for. Which actually oh, I got some interesting feedback when I was doing German the other day. They said they wanted the English on the call to be a little bit clear. So if anybody doesn't understand my English, let me know, and I will try to speak more slowly and more clearly. I just get pretty excited sometimes. All right. CJ asked, does cerca mean around? Yeah. Around. Yeah, it's close to the word circao, which is Esperanto for around, but I think it also means close to. Yeah, cerca does mean around. ¿Qué significa la palabra alrededor, Jess? All right, Jess, you need to let us know. Tiene que desarnos. Actually, that's not right. Jeanette, how do you say, Jess, you have to let us know what that means?
Nos diga? Tell us.
All right, all right. So you're not, I'm not the only one who's struggling here. Okay, good.
I think cerca is kind of more in location, but
Yeah.
alrededor is more like, I don't know, just with the object itself.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, if that's not the case, somebody will set us straight either in the chat or during the replay in the comments. All right. So would you translate this for me while I tap it in? My parents are walking on the beach.
Mis padres caminan en la playa. Mis padres.
Yes, mis padres caminan en la playa. All right, what is this one? Go ahead and read the Spanish for me.
Ellos disfrutan un café con amigos.
And what does that mean?
Enjoy a coffee with friends.
There we go. Nosotros siempre. All right, so this is a conjugation one. And so the question is, what is the nosotros? It's got to be caminamos.
Sí.
Nosotros siempre caminamos. Oh, we've already actually had that sentence. Caminamos. I got to practice that word. Cerca del río. All right, would you read that for me?
Quiero regalos para mi cumpleaños.
What does that mean?
I want presents for my birthday.
Oh, I'm glad you're paying attention. I started to say a present. Regalos. Presents. I say gifts for my birthday.
Ellos
Oh, go ahead.
montar las bicicletas en el parque.
Montar. Does it mean to ride?
Sí.
All right. That's just from context. Las. Whoops. The bikes in the park. Ellos quieren montar las bicicletas en el parque. I'm trying to get to level 25 in Spanish as quickly as I can. And of course, the question that everybody asks when I say that is, well, aren't you more interested in learning Spanish than just racking up XP in on Duolingo for the sake of doing that? And I guess, yes, I am interested in learning Spanish, but I also am just curious when I see, how much effort does it take to get to level 25? And so I'm trying to game the system a little bit.
What level are you at right now?
I am. I'm 19. I'm 1,000 XP away from 20.
Okay.
And at the rate we're going, we're not going to get 1,000 XP this hour. But yeah. What I was going to say is, so I've just been testing through. I actually haven't been testing out. I haven't been doing the lessons. And it's interesting, though, how much you can learn while testing out, because you see things and you get it in context, and then you see the same word in a different context you might not have been able to guess.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm still picking up a lot of vocabulary that way. I feel like I've got a lot of grammar to learn, especially like past tense and that sort of thing.
Oh, yeah. I just reviewed that in class.
All right. So actually, let's get through this level, and I got some questions I want to ask you. Let's see. Go ahead and read that for me.
Estas camisas son para nosotros.
And it should be these shirts, right?
Mm-hmm. And then for us.
Whoops. Yep. ¿Dónde está el río? I'm going to listen to that again. One of the things I've been listening to is sometimes whether the vowel on the one word goes into the next word. ¿Dónde está el río? Yeah, it almost sounds like one word to me. Yeah. ¿Dónde está el río? Where is the river? All right. That's probably good for 50 XP. Oh, 80 XP. All right, we're getting there. Crown level 3. Have you tried out these Duolingo stories?
I have not.
Are you familiar with? Yeah. I was doing them with actually I've tried them with Spanish. This was before I was actually thinking about learning Spanish, and they're kind of fun. But I haven't done them since I started learning Spanish. I feel like I wanted to focus on some of the other things. So So tell me about your new interest in languages.
Yeah, that started really last October
Hmm.
after I came back from the Philippines. While I was there, I really saw how important it is to be able to communicate with other people who don't
Yeah.
speak English, because I live in an area where it's really just English. Um, so I wanted to continue on with Spanish because that's the one that I have the most experience with so
It's
far.
funny that you say that because I think about when I think of every time I think of tires, I think of the bilingual tire shop near your house.
Oh yeah.
Uh, is it Llantas tires? I always thought it was called. We always thought it was like the tire shop that belongs to Llantas, right? But I think Llantas means tires.
Mm.
All right, but so yeah, so you've been you were in the Philippines, and so you found that
Yeah, I caught the
you
language bug, and now I'm
yep,
also learning sign language as well. That's really fun so far.
yep. I was just
And
talking to
then,
one of my students today. Said he had spent some time learning sign language, but he couldn't get it to fit in his schedule. We got talking about what it's like when you're doing sign language, how it's a different kind of you use space in a different way, right? When you speak words or write words, they all come out one at a time.
yeah,
But you can do a lot more sort of 2 and 3 dimensional things when you're doing the sign language.
yeah, it's a lot different.
All right. And I thought I would just mention you're planning you're going to a Spanish speaking country this summer, aren't you?
That's right. I'll be going to Malia for
I was going
summer
to ask you how
vacation.
do you pronounce the name of the country? Is
Yeah,
Melia,
Malia. I definitely
Melia.
said that incorrectly a few times at first, but yeah, I'm excited to get an opportunity to learn in country. I think I'll be
Hmm.
able to learn a lot there.
All right. All right. Well, I let me see if there's anything going on in the chat here. All right. So Jason made a comment on your pronunciation.
Ah, muchas gracias.
Yes. Uh, what is the hardest to learn about? Oh, yeah. Here's a Spanish question for you, Jeanette. What is the hardest to learn about Spanish?
Hmm. I think maybe putting like pronouns before verbs. At
Hmm.
least that's what I'm working on right now. And because like in English, we do it the opposite. And so I
Yeah.
have to think ahead of what I'm saying, but I'll
That's
get
that's
it.
that's really interesting because my experience learning a second language, I learned German first, and so to me, learning German that's what a language is. That's what learning a language is supposed to be like, right? Reciting long tables of declensions and this sort of thing, which Spanish doesn't really have. Um, and one thing I notice also when I work with people who are learning Esperanto, the classic example is the word for ago is actually a preposition in Esperanto, so it comes before, right? So you don't say 5 years ago. You say, in fact, I think it's probably the same thing in Spanish. How do you say 5 years ago in Spanish? So antes,
Hace
hace.
5 años.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, so it's the exact same way. So right, so you got to remember that when you're so if you were to say cinco años and then you want to say ago, you've talked yourself into a corner.
Yeah.
I
Hmm.
hadn't thought about that in terms of pronoun word order and that sort of thing. All right. Well, let's try for just for a little variety. Let's try. I'm going to pick a different lesson to try. Let's. Oh, let's pick something brand new. Groceries. I'm going to take a look at the tips and notes here because I have not done groceries yet. Poner. That means to put, right? Like
Hmm.
tener and hacer, poner takes a special yo form. A pongo. All right. Yep. So we pongo. So it has kind of a G in there is what it's telling us. Pongo, pones, pone, ponemos, ponen. All right. That's the whole lesson. Oh, okay. No problem. And let's see if we can test out of this one. All right, let's see if we can go through this one fast. I'm going to ask you to read these, and I'll tap them in.
Okay. No hay naranjas?
Um,
Are there?
oh,
Or
no,
guess-
Yeah, thank you. Are there any oranges? Uh-oh, what did I do? Aren't there any? I see. All right. So you win some, you lose some. Supermercado, right? So when I do these multiple choice ones, I always just look at the third word, the last word in the sentence, and click on it, and then I read it to make sure it's good. All right, supermarket, supermercado. I'm sure it's not the other two. Tú siempre llevas tus bolsas al supermercado. Do you always? I'm assuming that's correct. It sounds believable. Bolsas. That's another new vocabulary word for me. Bolsas.
Yep, bags.
Yeah. Refrigerator. Hay mucha comida en el refrigerador. I don't know how to pronounce that.
Refrigerador.
All right, go ahead and read that for me.
Necesitas lavar la fruta muy bien. You need to wash the fruit very well.
I'm assuming are these sentences too easy for you?
I get them pretty well.
Yeah, all right. So, tenemos que... Oh, you're supposed to read this. So
Tenemos
go
que
ahead.
hacer la compra. We have to do I guess that'd be shop groceries.
No, we have to buy groceries.
Hacer la compra.
Literally do the shopping. Interesting. All right.
Necesito una bolsa para las frutas.
Oh, that's bag. We just talked about that one. Bolsa. Para las frutas. For the fruit.
Estos chorizos son muy caros.
These chorizos are very expensive. What are chorizos? It must be Mexican food. All right.
I think it's a type of meat. Queremos papas fritas.
Oh, it's cheap. We want fries. Yep. Papas fritas. Fried popes. Fried, potatoes.
¿Cuánta leche quieres comprar?
How much milk do you want to buy? ¿Cuánta leche quieres comprar?
Solo quiero un tomate.
I only want one tomato. Solo quiero un tomate.
Esto cuesta $58.
58. This is 50. Yeah. This is the trouble with Duolingo, right? I don't even have to know what the numbers are. I just have to know that it's the number. $8. This beer, whoops, that's not right. This costs $58. All right.
Tengo que poner la leche en la nevera.
Nevera. That's got to be fridge?
It must be.
Yep. Nevera is Esperanto for not true. So I've been. It also sounds like winter to me. I don't know why. I have to.
Nevar is to snow. So I can see that.
Yeah. I have to put the milk in the fridge. In the fridge. Certainly that's the only thing that makes sense. Well, you could put milk in coffee, but that's clearly not coffee. So we're going with this. Uh-oh. I have to put the milk in the refrigerator. I have to put... Oh, I forgot milk. Oh, well.
$45.
$45.
¿Puedo comer este chorizo?
Eat this chorizo.
Vamos a comprar muchos vegetales.
Vegetales. Vegetales. We are going to buy, we're going to boy.
I think vegetables is also verduras.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, I have verduras on my flashcards. So you're right there. Vegetales. How much?
¿Cuánto cuesta el kilo de tomates?
Huh. Well, how do we say this in English? I'm missing my word. How much? No, how much?
Kilo.
Oh, the. Okay, el kilo. How much does the kilo of tomatoes cost? There we go. How much does the kilo of tomatoes cost?
Quiero comer algo picante.
Comer, eat. Something
Spicy.
spicy. Picante.
¿Cuánto cuestan los plátanos?
How much do those? You know what? It'd be interesting if there's anybody on the chat that knows the answer to this one. But I remember, so I go to NASC, which is the North American Esperanto Summer School in North Carolina, and I remember there were two guys there. One was from let's see, Puerto Rico, and the other one I can't remember where he was from. Another South American country, and they were teasing each other about the right word for banana. So, be interesting to know what are different Spanish words for banana. How much do the bananas cost? The bananas cost. How much do the bananas cost? ¿Cuánto cuestan los plátanos?
¿Quieres comprar mantequilla?
All right, so this is, do you want to buy? Don't just give me a second here. Oh, it's, do you, I got too many do's in there. Do you want to buy mantequilla? All right, so it's definitely not piano. It's not do, don't. So it's either do you want to buy less or do you want to buy butter? I'm going to go, isn't butter like, no, that's mantequilla. All right, well, what's the right answer?
Butter.
Do you know? That is butter, okay.
Yeah.
Why am I thinking that burro is butter? I wonder if I'm thinking of French. All right, I'm not even going to do this one because I'm already close enough to the end of the lesson. I can get it wrong and still clear that test out. All right. Well, let me see if there's anything going on in the chat here. All right. Nosotros, oh, we talked about this already. What is the hardest to learn about Spanish? We talked about that one. Sign language is awesome. Yes, it is. Actually, this is another quick story. I was just I just did a seasonal job at the post office, and so you get to meet a lot of new people. And so there's one guy that I was kind of palling around with, and I noticed he was signing a little bit, and so we got talking about sign language. And so I signed the sign for dumb, and I said, this means man. And then I signed the sign for smart, and I said, this means woman. And he's like, no, that's not true. I'm like, yes, it is, right? And so I insisted that was the case. And I said, well, that's what somebody taught me, right? And the trouble is, I just love to kid around like that, and people that don't know me, they really think I really am that dumb. Yeah, and so when I finally explained to him that I knew that, he still didn't like believe me for like a week. That he started saying, I'm going to get beat up. All right. Se él fue el inglés a Tomaso. Ja, 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 solo equivocaste en algo. Gracias siempre el lo mejor, el resto perfecto. That sounds like Jess is talking to CJ there. I don't quite see what they're talking about. CJ, you speak pretty good Spanish for somebody who doesn't speak Spanish. All right. Well, let's go back to doing some more. Whoops, that's not the one I wanted. I wanted Duolingo. That's what we're here for, Duolingo. Yeah, it's funny because I saw somebody was live streaming their Duolingo, and I thought, why would anybody live stream Duolingo? That's just weird. And I did it just to see what the reaction would be. And one thing I didn't anticipate was that people were like, "Oh, I like to listen to it. I like to listen to it when I'm driving, because you can't work on your Duolingo when you're in the car because but you can listen to a live stream. So as long as people are still interested in it, I'll keep doing it like this. All right, let's do this one. Interest 2. I'm assuming these are like hobbies and sports and that sort of thing. Let's see what the lesson is here, because again, this is another new one for me. Me gustan los postres. All right. So if you like more than one, all right. So if you like more than one, you use en on gustan. Postres, is that dessert? I don't know what that means. Los osos son inteligentes. Use el, la, los, las when making general statements. All right. All right. I have to say, I think these tips and notes I'd like to see more information in them, quite honestly. Maybe I'm just used to the Esperanto course. All right. Let me try some of these. Comida. Oh, so my habit of just clicking on the one if the last word is right may or may not work here, but me gusta este tipo de comida sounds like a real sentence to me, as opposed to me gusta este juego de comida, which sounds like nonsense. I like this type of food. Oh, that's what this translation is. All right, good. All right, could you read? Let's just do that again. Read those for me, and I'll tap these in.
Tengo muchos pares de zapatos.
Many pairs of shoes. Tengo muchos pares de zapatos. I have many pairs of shoes. Correct. Nos encantan los sándwiches de pollo. Encantan. We love. That's a new word for me. Nos encantan los sándwiches de pollo. I'm thinking sandwich has got to be one of those words, because my Pimsleur tapes have a different word for or a slightly different word for sandwich than I see in Duolingo. But anyway.
Estos juegos son divertidos.
These games are fun. Estos juegos son divertidos.
Las fiestas latinas son muy divertidas.
Latin parties, interesting, are fun. Are very fun. Where am I? Oh, are very fun. Latin parties are very fun. Las fiestas latinas son muy divertidas.
¿De qué color es tu carro?
What color is your car? ¿De qué color es tu carro? Literally, of what color is your car?
Necesito agua caliente para mi té.
I got too many words in there now. I need hot water for my tea. Necesito agua caliente para mi té.
Estas flores son muy bellas.
Are very beautiful. Estas flores son muy bellas. These flowers are very beautiful.
Nos interesan ambos restaurantes.
Oh, this one's tricking me out a little bit. I only know that both is the first one because it's a capital B. I would have said we're interested in both restaurants, but both restaurants interest us.
Mm-hmm.
No, yep. I wanted to make sure there wasn't like a very that I missed. All right, good.
Nos gustan esas camisetas naranjas.
We like those naranjas, those orange t-shirts. We like those orange t-shirts. Nos gustan esas camisetas naranjas.
No me gustan aquellas botas.
I don't like those boots. No me gustan aquellas botas.
Los vinos chilenos son los mejores.
Chilean wines are the newspapers. Nope. Chilean wines are the best. Los vinos chilenos son los mejores.
Me gustan las bananas.
Now, this is interesting because I'm noticing that there was plátanos in the other one. So they must mix it up just to make sure that learners, they must do that on purpose. I've seen a few things like that. Also with esposa and what's the other one? Marita. Duolingo uses both those words for husband and wife.
¿Tienes que usar lentes?
Do you have to, or do you wear glasses? Interesting. Do you wear glasses?
No, do you have to?
But I don't see have to. Oh, it does say have to. Okay. I was looking for have to on there. Oh, dang it. All right, try this again. Do you have to wear glasses? All right, here's an English question for you. I was looking at some questions on an Esperanto sentence today, and it has the same sort of thing. Do you wear glasses? And it gave you the alternate answers of eyeglasses or spectacles. So my question is, do you use the word glasses, eyeglasses, or spectacles?
I say glasses.
Do you ever say eyeglasses?
No.
All right. How about spectacles?
No, even less.
I was thinking the same thing. So I say the only time I ever say spectacles is when I'm trying to be funny.
Mm-hmm.
But it turns out I think eyeglasses is actually a fairly common expression, especially for like advertising. That way, there's no question. We sell glasses. People, oh, good. I'm looking for glasses. No, eyeglasses. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway.
I know another Spanish word is anteojos, like before your eyes.
Before your eyes. Interesting. All right. I'm going to let's take a peek at the chat. Everyday Esperanto. Bienvenidos. Tomaso tiene un buen acento español. Gracias. So Everyday Esperanto was the guest on the Esperanto stream this week. So it's nice to have you be my first guinea pig, Criso. It's nice you could join us here for the Spanish. I'm curious, Chris, are you learning Spanish as well, or are you just here to watch the train wreck? Anyway, we're running out of time. Can we hammer the rest of the? Oops, I didn't want to bring that up. Let's see if we can hammer out the rest of these. How quickly we can get through there.
Me encantan los bailes latinos.
I love Latin dances, I think, right? I love Latin dances. Yep. There's no the.
Esta flor es para ti.
This flower is for you.
Me interesan estos sitios de la ciudad.
And what is the sitios? The sites? I'm interested in sites
in
the city.
Sites.
Oh, these sites of the city. Or these city sites? I wonder if it's these city sites.
Oh, yeah.
I'm interested in these city sites. Yeah.
Me gustan tus ojos azules.
Oh, gracias. Let's see. I like your blue eyes. There we go.
Estos pasteles son muy dulces.
The cakes, pasteles are very sweet. That's another word that's new to me. Pasteles. Estos pasteles son muy dulces. And I'm just going to mark these. Okay, because we got three hearts left on that one. By the way, I got all these XP and you get in, so you have to go do Duolingo after this. Otherwise, you're going to not get your points. All right, well, we're coming. So normally I do these for about an hour, and we got a little bit of a late start, but the Spanish ones, I think they're making fun of us on the chat here, Jeanette. Jeanette también pronuncia muy bien. Yes, tiene una buena pronunciación para una americana. Ha, 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 ha. Tomaso suene como... Oh, so it doesn't mean I sound like an Esperantist when I speak Spanish? Yeah, I've been told that before. Actually, I think it's better an Esperanto accent in Spanish than an American accent in Spanish. I'll take what I can get. All right, so I think probably should wrap this up. Jeanette, I'm going to mention though, if it's okay with you, I've got you are looking for support for your I don't know if you want to call it an internship or a mission trip this summer.
Yes, I am.
So this is it's not out there in the description, but if anybody is interested in what she's doing there, I can put that information in the description. Yeah, Jeanette, it was nice hanging out with you. It's funny being an uncle with a niece in another town. We don't get to spend a whole lot of time uncling and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But I was glad to see that you're learning Spanish and willing to come on and spend some time doing this. And I'm going to hold you to Esperanto after you do your French.
Yep.
I actually plan on circling back and brushing up my French before 2020 because the World Esperanto Congress is going to be in Montreal next year. So, so maybe I'll touch base with you about that as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll actually have an opportunity to go to France while I'm in the Malia area, and so I'll get to practice my little bit of French as well.
All right, well, enjoy. So, everybody, thanks for watching, and Jeanette, once again, thanks for being here. And
thank you.
As soon as I always have to remember how to hang up, which is this little red button here. So, everybody, all right, thanks for watching, and tune in, watch that community tab to find out when we're going to do this again.
Adios.
All right, goodbye, everybody. Adios.